The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Carr right away going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now Carr. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start on the ground with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 15 carries, 89 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. The Cowboys had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Caught out right by Renfro. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 36, Carr. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw his Carr. That's complete to John Ross. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again. And
out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 11 yards there, just like last play.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Jacobs going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes a full 80 yards and 10 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. Fielded just outside the goal line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Elliott going to get it again on second down. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. To throw again on second down. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Up the middle, here's Elliott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Cowboys on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will stay at a 7-point game. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 38, Carr. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
That's a pretty darn good start to this season. A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. They'll look to throw here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. To throw is Prescott. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Throw left side, complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Inside give to Elliott. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. 10th carry now for Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. Running for it. Here's Hyde. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Throwing on first down is Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr, throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Raider first down, Carr to Renfro.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Now Carr. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And now here come the Cowboys.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Here's Presley Harvin now.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The final shot here before half for Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 20. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw.
He'll find Gibson here, complete.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Jacobs. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 67 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Deron Payne able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Under pressure, they got him again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
That's the 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot him. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. It's caught. Tolbert.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
A give to Elliott. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses. And the Raiders have got him.
Balone Nichols in there to take him down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
To try again after the sack. Prescott got an open man. It's QT. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. And again, it's Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. To throw again on 2nd down, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jalen Tolbert
from 10 yards out.
And the Cowboys are back within a score.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
On play action, now Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Carr going for it all.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff. And just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have even the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this third quarter. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. How does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of a team because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Being chased out left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
This is brought in at the 21. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. There's Jalen Tolbert as this Dallas offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that last run good enough to have him surpass for his career. Get this, folks, 12,000 rushing yards.
And how about this? You're in shouting distance now of the top 10 all-time rushers in NFL history. And in short order now, you've got Thurman Thomas, Franco Harris, Marcus Allen, and Edgerrin James right ahead of you. He can zoom past them with just a few more carries.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week. But maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Buying time to his left. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And now here come the Raiders.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Once again, it's Jacobs, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. On 2nd down, Jacobs.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw his car. His throw incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He finds Smith out of the backfield.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
The Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now Carr, got to have this one. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 75.
And the Raiders have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
So Dak and the Cowboys down 20-17. A minute 12 to go. Now they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Now Prescott. He's got Elliott.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
Finding Schultz, and they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down.
To throw, Prescott.
Flush to his right. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick.
This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Explosion plays always break the back of a defense, and overtime to put them in the red zone, that was huge.
I like your description there, because when you get an explosion play, now people are really scrambling on defense. Now they're looking to each other. Who's going to step up? Who's going to make a play? Offensive guys have the momentum. Now they're in the red zone. They've got to be thinking attack, trying to get it into the end zone.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Carr to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The kick by Carlson is good, and they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime.
And oh my goodness, it's incomplete. If he hangs it, it's game over. Instead, we play on.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. And he'll find QT on the right side, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their second timeout here.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this is not going to do it. It's no good. An ambitious effort to try and force this game into sudden death, but it was not to be, and they fall by 3 in overtime.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So this one, a victory for the Raiders.
So for Las Vegas,
it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.